Hey, we're back in the realm of the Rift Breakers with the awesome looking flamethrower. New Hope. They're autosaves. They're not prologue, but yeah. There's our thing. Hopefully we... Yes, we did save. Just thinking then, did we save after the uranium thing? Yes, because we were waiting for uranium handling to make the uranium power source. That's what we're currently waiting on. I think upgrade the bejesus out of my base. I constantly suffer from energy crises. Yeah. Why does the music keep stopping? What is going on in the background? That's a very nice scenery. Then you got us. What were the chicken noises? Yeah, they're about biofuel again. Let's put the blade on. Oh, tungsten. Now we have handling.
Base is under attack.
Oh man, really? I have 3 down. My bad. New species discovered. What's with the... What? What just got discovered? Oh, the phone. What was that? Database me. That's the right noise. Backsmoth, which is annoying. These guys... Is anyone else, to be honest? These guys have 2 forms. Alphas and the regulars. Hedrona? Okay. What on earth is that thing? A Shiglet. Why, if for that was just spawned in a new guy? And if they want to take this place, I mean that literally. We are rocking quite the defensive line here. You know what, there's only 4 artillery towers, 5 artillery towers here. Oh, 6. Let's see, flamer towers. No, we've got a couple of flamer towers here. What we need are some longer range stacker guns here to really bolster that defensive prowess down here. Cannons fly across the room. So, that's a new guy. Whee! Let's see. Hazite handling is in the way. Let's see what research we got going. Nuclear energy, that's one we're looking for. Minigun standard. Some minigun. Ooh, that's 150. I suppose if you got a lot more on the. Now I can understand improvements. But ooh, radar level 2. That. Ooh, wow, that needs uranium. Lightning tower palladium, but that does sound awesome. Plasma towers. Why are there really cool things requiring palladium? I know things. Actually, hold on folks. I'll be right back. I can't pause this stream, so unfortunately I have to listen to the music for a second. It was nothing. But yes, we have got a. I want the big gun turrets. All the really nice stuff is required. Stuff I don't have. Ooh, artillery towers 2. That's a lot more bang. Explosive towers plus 420. Sentinel towers 3. Quite cool. Actually, we have a mission to go hunt for cobalt. Wow, communication hub level 4 requires a lot more work. A lot of this requires palladium. I can research it, but I can't build it. Housing station level 2s. Expensive. Hazardite. Sure, we'll unlock this lot because it requires hazardite. Suppose I should go off to Oops. My bad. Oh, they're doing their job nicely. They're growing crops, gathering crops. I do dodge rolls now. Yeah. Everything in the system is doing its job nicely. Power level 2s. Power level 2. It's actually not really much worth it because these gas powers, these gas boys are doing way more juice. To the point which they actually...
A new technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for...
Interesting. It appears that this life form contains large amounts of hazonite in crystallized form. If we can gather more samples of this species, we could learn how to obtain larger quantities of hazenite to craft better equipment and weapons.
We can use the orbital scanner to search for larger populations of this life form. Their presence should lead us to large quantities of hazenite.
That's an excellent idea, Mr. Riggs. Our equipment sure could use an upgrade.
Yep. This again is the worst.
Orbital scanning finished. Potential hazenite-rich location detected. I have marked the rift jump coordinates on the orbital scanner interface.
This is a bad
That
zone.
was super fast. It looks like there's a lot of these plants, or mushrooms, or whatever we should call them nearby. We can work on proper categorization as soon as we study more samples of the species.
I don't know why this area is barren, dry. But that's fine. Probably a scorcher, to be honest. Okay, so we got planetary missions. I can set more things.
Research completed.
Thank you. So this, we now get alien camouflage. Okay. Railgun. Sonic sensors. Radar range, resource drop rate. Okay. Oh, these are useful. I'll put it on the van. It won't tell me what I need to actually make these things, so I should research them. Shockwave towers. You know what? Why do I have palladium? I want palladium. Nope, I can't have these until completing a campaign objective. Like, find the palladium. Now, before I go after that, Tazanite concentration there. Tazanite. Cobalt. You know what? Is cobalt mining? But this cobalt mining one might be a good idea because it's got a large deposit of it. Yeah, we need this and we need the cobalt. We need it. It's a resource we don't have readily available. And it's very hard. You know, I think so far my only cobalts come from gathering certain like creatures. Ooh. I can insert my mods into the defensive towers. This tower now has the ability that when it goes off it explodes into 19 small bombs. Which explode into small bombs too. Which explodes into fireworks. We call it the Starburst mod.
Rift jump successful. Initial scans indicate rich cobalt veins in the area, as well as multiple ironium and carbonium deposits.
Great! That's just what we were looking for. We can set up a large mining base in this location to support our headquarters and rift station construction.
Cobalt. Sweet! Found it. Outpost. Let's get this bad boy built. And what's over here? It's good carbonium, big ironium. And for ironium I need more of, to be honest. Carbonium I got plenty of. better get some turbines going.
Ashley, I'm picking up a lot more activity in this area. We should expect strong resistance from the local creatures.
Understood, Mr. Riggs. Let's make sure to set up solid defenses for this outpost.
I'm popping down those things as well, because technically, yes, we have cross-planet wires generating a lot of energy. But, it's great to have there. And nothing there, should go that. I'll know the end. Globally, I'm producing more carbonium, the stuff that I actually need to worry about. Tower factory, good idea. That's, I think, more cobalt. Yeah, there's cobalt. Nice. And I didn't map the towers. That's what I have to do here. They're in, local grid is good. That's digging. Oh, thank God they changed. Thank God. Take that.
Weather conditions are changing. Wind speed is increasing.
These strong winds can make our life easier. Wind turbines are spinning like crazy.
New species discovered. I call them...
Cobalt mining is moving forward. This location is very rich in resources. We can also set up additional carbonium and ironium factories.
Remember that we don't have to build everything at once. We can freely rift jump between outposts and return here later if we need to expand our mining operations.
Yep, and that is the beauty of what we're doing. So we're getting plenty of cobalt now. Got a nice little mine going. Before I head anywhere, I want to make sure this place is fairly secure when it comes to defensive prowess. Let's see. Power. What do you? I wonder if I build. I wonder if I build that little liquid thing, that liquid compressor thing. If it will travel from one. They got carbonium synthesizer, so I'm producing carbonium. What I'd really like to get my hands on in this sector is ironium. Come to Papa.
Wind speed is returning back to typical values. Wind turbine efficiency returning to normal.
Yeah, I thought about that. These are ammo factory, so they can store some bullets here. Not a lot. keep them just about secure for now. These are slower, but they work 24/7. These produce more, but only work during the day. That is fine. Probably should build some collectors when I get some chance. Well, we're adding to carbonium, we're adding to uranium. We've got cobalt in production. And like Mr. Riggs said, we don't technically have to stay here.
The wind is picking up. A storm is coming.
A new technology has been developed. Orbital scanning finished. We've located rich uranium deposits in a new planetary location. I have marked the rift zone coordinates on the orbital scanner interface.
Nice.
That's excellent news, Mr. Riggs. Let's go there to set up a uranium mining outpost. We'll finally have access to nuclear power and better weaponry.
Okay, we are good and golden on a lot of fields. So we're pretty good actually, we're good to jump. This is an outpost, so it has what it needs actually. Have a better early warning system. Minigun standards cooking, that's fine. Crafting section, a burst rifle, the plasma gun, rather cool. Energy cells, not sure what I should produce with those to be honest. We have pretty good on a lot of things to be honest. See, the more we know the plants, the more we can go, oh well that plant gives us this one gives us this. And we can get this from here. We get this from this one. Oh, plenty for this guy. Bookworm. I'm not a bookworm. I just like what I do. Aha. The nests. That's one. But yes, crafting. Got nothing to craft at the moment.
Research completed.
Thank you. So what do I actually need to make this stuff? Carbonium, okay, that's carbonium gives us this. Crude uranium goes up, we get a uranium centrifuge, so we need to use a mine, this mine. A rare resource mines equipment to get our hands on it. And yep, without this we cannot get our hands on the ores. Lots of things around us. You stay asleep. I could wipe them out, but you stay asleep for now. We're actually pretty solid for what we need here. Uranium's doing his, cobalt's doing his thing. I should show me on here all the time what I should get, but that's fine. So we are going to leave this sector because we did what we need to do, and we're an active outpost. We don't have to worry whatsoever about that one. This time, however, we will be establishing an outpost in the uranium sector. Yeah, that's fine. We can zip away from that spot to a new spot. Yeah. So they don't deplete any faster. So depletion doesn't increase, but the rate of extraction goes up. So it becomes more efficient. So Carbonium 2, 1 gets you 1 for 1, Carbonium 2 2 for 2, 2 for 1, 3 is 3 for 1. That means you're going to have essentially a really big Carbonium thing and a massive... It's green!
Rift jump successful. Ashley, our long-range scans were correct. I'm detecting multiple uranium deposits that are large enough to be mined.
Excellent. Let's scout the area to find a good location to construct a permanent outpost. We should look for a site that's close to a uranium deposit and is easily defendable.
I think I'm happy because I've got like a uranium deposit, and then I've got this uranium deposit, and I got those nuts. Uranium. They have rocks. Oh wow, that was really... Go away, you zuggies. That's quicksand. But... there's a big fight going on. Ah, stealthers. Okay. Actually good that happened because we've managed to clear out. Looks like they wiped. Wow, that was a big fight going off down here. Oof, wait. That is a fight and a half. Well, there's uranium.
A new technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting.
So that's uranium there. Doesn't look like it's too bad defensively speaking. I can see a carbonium. There's carbonium down the big load here actually. So this might be perfectly fine for building the base. I might regret this later. See, we're getting plus 9 here. That I don't have to worry about pesky quicksand.
This area has a very rich geological composition. I am detecting multiple ironium and carbonium deposits. We can mine them as well to improve our economy.
Our presence isn't welcome here. These creatures know we're here, and I'm sure it's just a matter of time before they start attacking our outpost. We should build up defenses as soon as possible. These small, ant-like mushbits are very fast and very aggressive. They attack in dense swarms, so it would probably be best to set up some flame towers against them. Our sentinel towers also won't be any good against larger creatures like Stregoros or Nerots. We should set up some artillery or plasma towers against them. It's not going to be easy to survive here.
No.
As soon as we are done securing this area, we should start mining uranium.
best way of... I don't know, the problem is I don't know which way they're going to attack from. But it did just give me a little bit of a warning thing, so for blockading here, this is the best option because this section here is wall.
Danger! Hostile creatures are approaching our base. Get ready for battle.
I can do some of those. Carbonium is not available. I think I'm not even power this also.
Okay, uranium ore mining is underway. Now, we need to start processing the ore to create enriched uranium. We'll need to place a few uranium centrifuges to get this running at a reasonable rate.
Uranium centrifuges require a lot of energy to operate. We can take advantage of the increased efficiency of solar panels in this biome. We could already start building nuclear power plants, but there's no water to cool the reactors in this biome.
That's a good idea. We need to remember to construct an adequate number of energy storage buildings to survive through the night while solar panels are not operational.
Yeah. It says there's not an adequate amount of water here, which makes me wonder if I can use these little water compressors here. Liquid isotope that allow the transportation of long distances using rift technology. I'm wondering if I can use that to teleport water from my big lake locations, which are producing lots of water, to these locations, which are producing very little water. Juice. Just complaining I didn't have the carbonium I needed. And I did this. Build uranium centrifuges. Oh, Alpha Island more.
It looks like the dust storm is over.
So flamers for this biome are fantastic options because they will barbecue those horrible scorpion thingies. Got a very wide area to work with. But we will survive. That's in case something happens. See, they ain't sinking. Kudos to me. Alright, let's get a wall up. Okay, we're going to run rift in and out, so I'm going to build one of these, I'm actually going to experiment with this. I want to build one of these liquid decompressors. I think that's for the nuclear power plant. Plant requires lots of high rate, requires lots of uranium. Requires uranium to operate. Geothermal plant. Guess I need to use the centrifuge. But they take a. They're expensive. Whee! Unfortunately, can't send liquid compressor. Liquid resource. Does it specify which liquid resource? I think water is one thing, but yeah, I'm turning into biofuel. So who knows? Maybe I can actually send excess sludge stuff through the thingy to power a liquid. Power a gas plant here.
A new technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting.
Excellent. I should.
Research completed.
I want the minigun. What's a minigun?
Crafting completed.
Right, that's new. That's the rocket launcher for in case of emergencies. Sorry, that's just fun to do. That's just fun. Anyone who says it's not fun to fire a minigun is lying. That's just fun. I am easily pleased. Hey. Our carbonium production is really high, and I actually got carbonium. I think I got a synthesizer. At least one synthesizer somewhere, so. What we need to look at. Wow, we got a lot of plant. You used to have a lot of things. I could probably afford to have a plant biomass reactor in here. Plant reactor here, because, yeah, that. Thanks to those harvesters, we are gathering a lot of plant. During the day, wow, wind turbines here are not very good. Artillery towers and rocket towers, which are less. More direct, good for dealing with direct flecky types. Okay, we also need to build. We're just essentially building stuff here because our mission at this point is to build. It doesn't require, looks like it doesn't require any, wow. Solar panels in this region are really, really effective. I may have severely underestimated their production value. And how much space I need. Nope.
Ironium storage is full. Build more storage.
Warning! A hostile group of creatures is heading towards our base. Prepare for an incoming attack.
Oh, lovely. I'm not sure why I've got energy core issues. Ah, because it had no power, that's why. Alright. And give me a platform so I can get up here. Yeah, they come up from this area, we got them covered. I really would like this carbonium. Right, come on then. I'm ready for you. I'm likely not ready for you. Be perfectly honest. I just realised I don't have an ammo factory here.
Danger! Enemy creatures are closing in. Get ready to fight.
I got grenades. I got blinking cannons from space. Well, there's some realization, like, I don't actually have an ammo thing, so... Come on. I'm ready for you. Come meet my big boy. Oh yeah. Say hello to my little friend. That was actually satisfying. That was very satisfying. Familiarity increased. I need to put some machine guns up there. Sentry guns. Sentry towers.
The sun's activity is at an extreme today. It might be dangerous.
That's why I made the screen
The
thing.
sun is burning our armor and structures. Hopefully this will not last long.
I made the thing to improve those so they won't get hurt. Me, on the other hand, not so much. I just had a complete brain dead for a moment there. Wait, what am I building again?
The sun's activity is decreasing. Heat and radiation levels are returning back to normal.
That's the deal with any thing that runs up. That's not a thing I can be barbecued. It would be nicer if it didn't click all the time. Still, wow, solar energy in this region is ridiculous. Animal wait, that's the animal biomass plant, not the solar biomass plant. Animal plant. That plant is still climbing at 4,000. I could technically make a
Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
I will do. Where's the composter thing? Gas filtering plant, not that. That's water filtering. Wait, do I need a bio cultivator? I sworn I had a bio plant thingy. Like a composting plant system. Tower ammo factory's there, that's fine. Solid. ammo storage. That's why I built the 2 plant thingies. To sort of compensate for nighttime issues. Water filtration. Gas filtering. That's for sludge. Just one ahead of active compression. Carbonium maker. Biocompost. Oh, damn it, I need water. Oh well, good time to look at testing out the liquid decompressing unit. I mean, I can turn it off for now until I get something going. And the production. These. Here. And we have more than enough space, you know, to add in one more biomass reactor because why the chocolate? This place has a lot of uranium on it, so plenty of stuff for me to work with. Thanks to the solar boosting thing I've got, anti-sun thing screen I put on these guys, they can handle the sun just fine. Good for us. Not so much. I'm gonna do more of these, so this thing's gonna have a giant network. Okay, what if we build 4 centrifuges? There's uranium centrifuge. Got a lot of... Wow, that got a lot of carbonium. I think there's carbonium ore here. Yeah, I've got 9 of those, so I can afford to put in. What's with the tremor thingies? Looks like when... Hello. Very rude. Yeah, that sort of drainage with 300,000 here, we've got plenty of... We got plenty to work with here. Building towers and went hello and attacked with weird enough flamers here.
A new technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting.
That's good. The Great Wall of Galatea. Build that one aside. Put that one aside. I still don't know those. I do know what those things are called, but I don't know what triggers them to spawn.
Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
Oh, this place should now be pretty secure. Well, we should be fine against the tremors. Switch you off for now. No way, sun daytime's going here. We've got 300,000. We have more, at a drain of 50, we have more than enough to deal with this. For overnight drainage. We would need to have a drainage rate of at least a couple of hundred. Even at 100 takes, as 300,000 there, we'd have to last more less than 30 seconds, we'd need at least 1,000. Nearly 2,000 a shot. 2,000 a second drainage. This thankfully does not seem to need that doesn't seem to need any water in, which is good. For nuclear power, we do. We got railguns. Emergency explosion. You gotta stop and wonder, like, what? Who decided that in order to survive on this planet, you need to have the ability to explode on command? Just a question I think someone should have asked. You know, anyone. You know, just anyone at all, really. Should have just stopped there, turned around and asked, when would should I need it be a thing that I need to explode on command? Now see, that's... no, they don't. Energy production's in. They take their production units, so they take a little more juice, but I think they increase the great radiuses. I'll add that anyway because it's very handy. I'm just adding stuff onto the research list. It's going to come back to bite us in the backside later, when we need these quicker. Cause like, there's going to be an hour and 44 before you actually get anywhere near it. That should be after the stream, baby. Cambodian power plant. I haven't really needed this once, to be quite frank. I haven't needed it. Renewable energy guys have been doing a bang up job of doing this, and my other production is more than enough. Now them I can do, and I might just move them up the list. Now I notice the amount of bullets I can carry has increased because I have more of these. To reach outposts of these, the amount of ammo I can carry goes up. Oh yeah, let's get the railgun thing. I can actually get new guns. Should be a tab for new things only. Oh wow, he's now needs cobalt. But it gives me a really powerful energy type damage, power cell type, requires cobalt. That's not a thing I have a massive supply of, I don't think. Maintenance tools, repair tools, sonic sensors. I can only equip so many things. I've got 4 mods equip slots on me. I can only equip so many things. I like mid-dash. That's the thing, I can only put so many things on me. So I can only hold so many. Right, Let's have a bit of the thing. That's got the thing. I need 1,000 uranium. Geothermal plant 2. Yeah, I don't have titanium. I still like to know what spawns in the tremors. Okay, ping! There's carbonium, no uranium. Giant crabby beast thingies.
Warning! Hostile creatures are closing in on our base. Prepare for an attack.
Ah, there's uranium. Go start these too. Whoa. Hey, what's up? Get off the... Get off that wall. Get down here and fight like a man. There you go. What? Critical chance. Ow. Face pain. Ow. Well, those guys have fun to play. Given the fact that the assault's coming from this side, it might be no idea if I actually had more cores to play with. Yeah, about the network, I'm not sure why it's saying like that. I mean, I'm generating more than enough juice. Well, yeah, I've only got... Ah, that's because I've only got plus 3.
Danger! An aggressive horde has entered the area. It is less than a minute away.
That we know. Prep for you guys. That's why we set that up for missiles. Mate. I put missile launchers in. Oh yeah, I think 2 of these. I should upgrade these other ones. Oof. It'll take me a while longer to make the thingy, but uranium centrifuges are doing their job right nicely. Wow, we can store 5,000 crew stuff. Okay, we're aiming for nighttime. It's fine, we're still net positive on plant biomass. Very intense, though. Animal biomass, not so much, but plant biomass, tons of. We're getting 4,000, we're still at another 4,000 for this place. Pity we don't have the advanced version, then it seems we've double the thing, so 4,000 would technically count as 8. Would produce 8. Nice. We made certain we were well prepared for that fight. Oh, we were well prepared for that fight. Also, I have a massive amount of ammunition now. Let's continue exploring. Nothing bad ever happened.
A new celestial event is starting. One of Galatia's moons is going to shine like crazy tonight.
Cool.
The moon is finally up. It's shining so bright that even our solar panels can charge up a bit.
Oh wow. You mean tell me we're actually getting solar panel at night? Haha. We are getting solar energy at night. Only 100%, but they got it better than nothing. It's gonna cut down our energy cost to like nothing. Bing. Ooh. Now we know that to use this. Ah, yeah, specialty thing. There's uranium. Those scorpion things.
It looks like some of these creatures' attacks are originating from a common point near our base.
Interesting. We should go and investigate that area.
Okay, so I finish finding what this is. Carbonium. Excellent, more things. And we got a
The
sack of
moon is
opportunity.
settling down. We're getting back to the usual darkness.
Ooh, that's a lot of uranium I just found. Ho 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 ho! That was a lovely shot. Specimen Alpha. Could do a little bit of health actually. I should really move my atomic death from above weapon to. I haven't done the. Oh, I saw that just in time to avoid it. Let's game. The thing there, I need to play with that at some point. I won't go back then. My bad.
Warning, a new group of hostile creatures is coming from a nearby nest.
Maybe I've got playing Wolf okay. Bloodwings, we're getting well to know you very well. I should probably pop down a... No, he's a 6 actually. 86.
Ironium storage is full.
This looks like a nest of some sort.
Oh,
We should
well,
clear it out and reduce the strength of hostile attacks.
There is a lot of them inside. This might be difficult.
Thank you. Really? First there was a nest. Now there is not. First there was a nest. Now there is only splat. Wait,
This should stop them from gathering in this area and improve our chances of survival.
Every bit helps.
That is why I wouldn't carry his big gun and walk around in giant tank. They're coming over here apparently. Really? Yes, I should do one of these. Have as much uranium as you want, it seems. I'm going through. Alright. I have a feeling I'm going to get ambushed, so I'm going to do some of this. Just to show I've been ambushed every other time I've...
I'm tracking a meteor shower on a collision course with us.
Us specifically, or the planet us? I don't think us specifically is a good thing.
Evasive maneuvers, Mr. Riggs. Carbonium storage is full. We should construct more storage buildings.
Go. Everyone enjoy a meteorite shower. What? Oh, that's interesting. Run away! I am a brave president! You know, for extra level of what the hell, well, let's put in a front of me, Rachel. I need help.
I'm not tracking any more meteors. The danger is over.
For now. But when the burning tide comes again. Now to discovery. Alien structure. I don't know
A
what
new
to say about
technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting.
I don't know what to say about that, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I'm glad I got that event here at this base, and not the main base, but I'm more perplexed about what I just picked up. Thickening the walls. Nice thick walls make it very hard for them to get through. Right, so well, we've got a moment to breathe here. New mods available. But you don't list the mods. You just say they're there. Which is very unfair. Alright. I can put these out of my structures anyway. I should actually rearrange these, because a lot of these are like ping when you need, like this is a active thingy. That's an equipment. Okay. I got a new item. Alien wall. The construction thing or what? Yeah. Alien structure. Decorative plant. Oh, I see, it's a decoration. Okay. I mean, we do have decorations that, you know, actually serve a purpose.
Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
Why I'm not too bothered on ironium? Or carbonium, because they get full. But yeah, one of the things I want to try out is
Cobalt storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
Wow, cobalt storage is full? Well, that increases my bit. That completes our objective for this area, which is to add lots of uranium mining. I mean, our uranium isn't going up fast enough to compensate for what we have, but yeah. Now, how much energy do you actually get from uranium power, nuclear power plant? Right, needs supercoolant or water. But oh, wow, that is takes 4 uranium a second though, but in return it gives you 15,000. Jesus, my gas power plants only do 500. I need more expensive objects. Liquid compressor, liquid decompressor. Carbonium synthesizer. You know what, this planet, this sector has really good carbo energy production. Oh, I think that noise. Let's quickly get this floor done. Unfortunately, I can't liquid pump this thing. It's not liquid. It's not liquid, I can't pump this. This is only here because I want to test it, but I only have 3,000 uranium left in this node. Crude uranium, uranium ore. They've got 1,000, he's got about 500 left. So I'm not going to go quite with nuclear power plant just yet, because I haven't got a node that really requires it. But if liquid decompressor here is useful, I can technically use it on planets. Oh wow, go here.
Warning! An enemy attack is imminent. We should build stronger defenses around our base.
This spot here actually is pretty well defended.
Carbonium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
Okay, I'll just make carbonium storage less full. Build more storage facilities. Or the alternative, build more stuff. Build more weapons. Dear God, this sector down here is going to be like a mini bastion of gun towers. Oh, I just sold something. Not sure what I sold, but I sold it.
A new technology has been developed. New buildings are available for construction.
Upgrade! Make these sentinel towers a little more deadly. Wow, we are not spending virtually any cobalt anymore.
Danger! An enemy swarm is approaching our base. Brace for combat.
Oh, wow, we only got 2 sentinel towers over here? Level 3, baby. There you go. Now I can't complain about carbonium. Well, this will be interesting to see how this goes out, because we've got this node here, which isn't, I must admit, isn't that?
Base is under attack.
Get them big guys!
New technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting.
Back! I'm the man, don't go. Fuck you. That was slightly terrifying to watch, to be perfectly honest. Ooh, overnight drainage is like pretty high. Christ, they were nuking them all the way over there. Yeah, we just ran out of juice. Dum, 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 dum. We have way too much juice overnight, so an overnight attack would be devastating for us. Second the sun comes up though. These guys trigger. It opens.
A new technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting. There's an intense aurora in the sky. Prepare for an ion storm. It's going to disable a lot of equipment.
Okay, I may have gone slightly too happy when it comes to power.
The ion storm has started. All sensors are down. A lot of our equipment has been disabled. We have to wait until the storm passes.
We're not in net power anymore, net growth anymore in our biomass. Oof. Those boys are really juiced up. Good, okay.
Everything is getting back to normal. Thankfully, this didn't last long.
So, wow, that was a lot of juice. Yeah, I may have gone a little overboard when it comes to contours.
A new technology has been developed.
New blueprints are available for crafting.
I want to acquire 8,000. Now, thankfully, even if this depletes, we still got 700. We're actually depleting it faster than this slot can make it. Oh, we are going to have to definitely get a new facility on that one. On the plus side, our cobalt is going fine. We need a... Gas doesn't count as... Burning gas stuff doesn't count for production. I can't go clapping a nuclear plant here because it'll more than likely run out of juice. However, the energy production of these things is really high. I need a really high production for the daytime. It drains
We're
1,000.
halfway through gathering enough uranium to construct the fusion field accelerator for the Rift Station.
Ashley, you can accelerate the process by securing additional uranium deposits and building more uranium centrifuges. It's being developed.
New blueprints are available for crafting.
Nice. We got research done.
Research completed.
Alien camouflage. Sentinel Tower 3. Bang mode. Instant repair. Sword. Small mines. Mines, not mind. Better point out. Advanced sword. Yeah, this is a much better sword. Definitely think about. Alien camouflage, we haven't got hazardite, but we can make this with tanzanite. But it also costs 1,000 uranium. Teleportation. Bloop. Emergency explosion. Kaboom! That's move skills, and that's just swing skills. Upgrades. Energy sensors, force field power, health points, HP regen, force field power regeneration, repair drones +1. There are a lot of things to get, but I only have so many slots. So unless I get something that makes this better. Ah, instant repair, and small mines got improved. So these just immediately got improved to be much faster. The repair amount increased and that increased. Lovely. So yeah, we need to do something like that energy production. Sort of cap it off during the night. We're not decreasing too quick, but we're not exactly a good net positive either. Okay, yeah, we are. We are fantastically positive. Both sides here, not there. Crude uranium production increased. We cannot actually store 10,000 units. We only have enough for 7. For 5. So we need to actually increase the amount we can hold. Which will increase the amount we can hold everything else. You know what? Our carbonium is at a pretty, I say, baller rate here. So I might just look at this carbonium power plant. How much juice do I actually need on these things? 50 energy. So I just need to produce 50 energy over there. After I pinged, make sure I don't walk into a trap. Oh, a massive map.
A new technology has been developed.
New blueprints are available for crafting.
Power jumps, baby. Whoa. Hey, we got fight. You, I just laughed, so I don't know about you. It's you I don't like. Eight. Say that. And how are you? And he went down. Barbecue this one. Actually gives me a little animal biomass, which is fine. I got about 10,000 here, 10k here, so. One of these.
Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
I'm on more power in this place. Now being attached to the main grid. I mean, is it possible to attach to the main grid? I mean, it costs me a few of these, but I can get there. Just gonna sneak these off. I hope they don't go off.
Uranium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
Problem is, I'm then going to look at the defense of this place. I can't just like leave them. No, it costs me 15 energy. I'm getting these things built for Tremor guys come back. So they will hold their own here, quite happily. Pass. defendable, to be perfectly honest. Just to cap that corner bit. I wonder if it's also stops them from burrowing up from underneath. But that means overnight, night cycle is taking us 700. Well, they'll does anything to run. It's fine. Don't think we have enough juice last tonight. But that at least is going to improve our uranium situation. Okay. I'm going to swap out these carbonium because we've got a synthesizer over there. They're not the most energy efficient models, but you know, maybe this can be improved. Essentially, this node now just exists to stop anything going this way to attack the base. And that's it. This is probably the most heavily defended location in the whole base. It hasn't improved our energy situation massively, but I don't know, maybe it'll improve it a little. Actually, while we're thinking on here, yeah, sub for mods. I was thinking then, it's like, I should try using the mods on these things. Let's take a gun tower, one of the gun towers. Mod. The rate of fire, projectiles per shot. Equip. Equip. Oh, slot 2. Equip.
Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
That gun tower is now a super tower. I wonder who does the artillery guns. Because they're like practically my favourite weapons on this. Actually, no, for direct fire, we should put in rocket launchers. Haha. I am a horrible. There you go, those are my spare mods now. Whack them into gun turrets. Well, we didn't run out of juice overnight, so that's good.
Uranium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
I'm doing so. You know what, I might just nip over to the main base now, because it's in case that these guys don't need much else. And I'm perfectly happy to let this thing build up its uranium. Oh, now that is quickly. You have actually run out. Well, it's going to make this area cheaper. I need like a uranium synthesizer.
Research completed.
Power jump, baby! Woo! Minigun towers. Yep, doesn't hit very hard. But oh dear God, the number of hits a second is ridiculous. Well, this thing's rate of fire is about 3. Like, bang, 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 3 a second. This thing fires at 20 a second. So, well, the other one's at like 15, even though it's only 15 damage. Yes, this one's doing like, it's the it's hit 60 damage, like, bum bum bum. 60, da 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 da, and that's like, yes. And that would hit for 180 every second if it hits you. This thing, if it claps you on the other hand, it's actually doing 300 damage a second if it can clap you, if it can catch you. Because it just attack drone towers? Oh. Yes, please. Didn't actually tell me what the time cost of that was. Research time. Oh wow, that one's oof. Wow, that's a hefty research time. But at the same time, it's attack drones. What would be cooler than having towers that spit out drones to attack people, that attack things? Definitely something to look at in the future. Probably want to get this improved. Actually, do I have this? I might have just enough excess energy to slap one of these in. Might as well. It'll improve the rate of download and reduce our research speed time. 6K. I don't have 6K.
Warning! Hostile creatures are closing in on our base. Prepare for an attack.
That's fine. The projected attack zones appear. Double thick walls, flamers, class 3 towers. And we're still making net positive when it comes to our energy production. Now we're making mega net positive. Well, we need to fill up our 500,000 a day, so... And this place has got 200% power positive here. It makes these things pretty much worthless. I mean, they do 24, they're doing 40, 200% efficiency. So they're actually doing 80, where these guys are only doing quarter efficiency. So they're barely making net positive on anything. Fine, let me else like another solid research thingy in. Right, so they don't cost any energy to storage. It's nice. I really would like to go back to base just to try out building the thing to see if I can make this thing produce water.
Danger! A hostile swarm is moving in on our base.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger!
Upon us.
Come on! Oh, I didn't build myself a little standing platform here so I can stand on it. Be part of the scary action. There you go, I'm part of the scary action now.
Base is under attack.
Okay, this concerned about the other side. The other facility. He hasn't got even near as many guns as this one. Yeah, bit of a beating on some of the walls, but all in all, yeah, I think some of the walls went down. Oh, well, no, scratch that. None of the walls went down, they're just gaps. Yep, a bit more there. This unfortunately is running to the nighttime cycle. We are, though, still making net positive. For the most part. So I'll put one of these down here so you can get some intel. Okay, so minus 800, but it's less than 1,000 thanks to the carbonium factories in production.
Uranium storage is full. Build more storage facilities. Ashley, a unique phenomena is starting. One of Galatea's moons is starting to emit blue light. I can't predict the effects of this event.
Breeding mode?
A blue moon is up. I wonder if this affects the local fauna.
That's flora. Let's find some fauna. Sounds a little best on you, but quite frankly, so does me. So does shooting you with that. I have no idea what's
It looks like some of these creatures' attacks are originating from occult points near our base.
Interesting. We should go and investigate that area.
Yeah. I've cleared this place out before. Uranium's at maximum. Slightly adding more
The
things.
blue moon is no longer visible. That was a very interesting event. Let's hope it happens again, so we can do more research on how it affects the ecosystem. This looks like a nest of some sort. We should clear it out and reduce the strength of hostile attacks.
There is a lot of them inside. This might be difficult.
Not really. Now I know these things are affected by flamethrower.
Warning! Hostile creatures are coming from a nearby nest. We should go there and clear it out.
Ten steps ahead of you, big boy. I don't even know what time we're for, to be honest. now. Go round. Ooh, more biomessage. Hold on. I don't do this often. Hey.
Warning! A new group of hostile creatures is coming from a nearby nest.
Not so much really, mate. I'm only went to melt. This is why I run out of flammable fuel in the middle of a fight.
This should stop them from gathering in this area and improve our chances of survival.
Yeah.
Every bit helps.
You know what? I'm heading home. Time to go home. There's a base here, that's fine. We'll head back to the base so we can pick up some more stuff. Lots more stuff. Need more. All more. Need all stuff. Back home, because actually we got to do some upgrading, because our towers here need upgrading to have their level 3s attached. Whee! Right, we have just full.
Uranium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
I'm building a... Oh, this guy just doesn't call a calls, so that's gonna be fine. Got 108 air calls in this place. That's gonna be very expensive on carbonium, to be honest. I think my carbonium production in this area sector's... yeah. All but gone. This place produces carbonium no more. However, our energy production, on the other hand, is ridiculous. And unlike another place, we can build a nuclear power plant here and get some water.
I've been tracking strange behavior within Galatea's asteroid belt. One of the smaller objects that have been orbiting the planet has recently changed its trajectory.
Oh no!
What's strange about that? Galatea is a relatively young planet and has lots of moons and smaller rocks in its orbit.
I have not detected any collisions in this object's vicinity, or any other force that could affect its movement. It is also heading straight for our headquarters. It should be flying over our position at any moment now.
Okay, you've got my attention. Let's track this meteor and see where it lands.
I'm gonna put down a repair tower here. Apparently this area's been poked. Oh, that's blue. That was way different. Okay, building on hold.
The meteorite has landed near our position. I am detecting increased radiation in a very broad emission spectrum. That was not a typical rock.
I'm intrigued. Let's get to that impact location as soon as possible.
Don't stand too close, mates. Like I said before, this stuff fires a lot of shrines very quickly. Well, apart from the fact that something like just made a massive amount of biomass for me. So... I just topped my biomass up here, basically. Seven for them, mate. There's a lot of biomass drop here. Making a big rock just went splattered on the ground.
The meteorite created a vast crater. The ground has a strange blue glow in this place. Is this Cherenkov radiation?
That's possible. I am receiving conflicting readings. Ashley, please move closer to the center of the crater and use the geoscanner to gather more data from the debris.
Did that.
Okay, is this enough?
Affirmative, Ashley. The remains of this meteorite are emitting huge amounts of dark energy waves. They are off the charts.
That's very odd. What can you tell me about the impactor's composition? It was too small to contain enough dark matter to cause such emissions.
It was almost completely obliterated when it hit the ground. The dust that remains is primarily composed of heavy metal elements. Error. Some of the readings are changing.
How is that possible?
My apparatus is broken, or the sample is unstable. It appears as if some of the heavier atoms are quickly decaying into lighter ones, while others are fusing into heavier elements.
That's nonsense. Such behavior is not possible. That would cause a giant fusion explosion. Nothing could contain so much energy in a stable state.
You are correct, Ashley. However, we still cannot explain the dark energy emissions from this debris.
That's true. We also can't explain why this meteor decided to land right next to our base. That's too odd to be a coincidence. Are there any more objects in Galatia's orbit with similar composition?
It's completely pointless me building this stuff here, but...
There is a number of similar objects orbiting the planet. They have been here since before we arrived. They have different composition than most of the planet's surface.
But yeah, I'm gonna build some more energy things here.
Most of the planet's surface? Is there an area on the planet with similar composition as those meteors?
Yes. Our initial planetary scans have mapped a large valley that looks like an ancient impact crater on one of the continents. Its resonance spectrum indicated large quantities of heavy metals. This area does not seem to contain any resources that are required to construct the rift station, so it was not marked as important.
DLC.
The meteor that landed here must be a fragment of some larger object that collided with Galatia a long time ago, and as a result, created that crater. Mr. Riggs, can you chart rift jump coordinates to that metallic valley?
Affirmative, Ashley.
Okay, let's go there as
stealthy.
soon as possible.
That's...
Wind speed is returning back to typical values.
That,
Wind
I
turbine
believe,
efficiency
is
returning to normal.
what we just had there with the conversation for the DLC. our carbonium production here is sort of stalled immensely because, well, we don't have any carbonium in our network at the moment. Hell, Ironium ones are never big either. But, and I just noticed that Cobalt has also flatlined. So we may have to go back to the Cobalt. Why that's doing that, I don't know. Geothermal's not exactly decreased. I need titanium. Become better, more goop. Also, then down here, uranium has gone split out. Will be the last uranium factory in this area. This essentially sits as a wall here to keep this territory free of intruders. Now I want to try out this liquid compressor. For that, I'm going to build a pump. Just for here. Mud pool, local resources, mud pool is 10k. I'm not sure I'm sucking enough mud out a second. This one apparently has mud 400. Let's just see if this actually will work. What happens? Because I don't even know if these mud pools can be depleted. I failed some of the thing's production range. My bad. I'm going to use check out the liquid compressor. Yeah. So this location is tropical and has access to liquid. Plenty of it. We are also at 8,000 for uranium. I don't even mind if that stuff goes to depletes, because quite frankly I can then go back and build more uranium production facilities. But I might want to get an enhanced version of that first to make it so they produce more. Uranium handling, so yeah, rare element mines. The Mark II would generate 2 per second, but only, yeah, upkeep's only -1, so you get 2-to-1 production there. Down here, you're getting 4-to-1 production, and that is a lot more efficient. That's a massive boom to the efficiency rating. Also, we have a lot of research points. We are researching pretty well. Nice. Headquarter upgrade. Wow, that's a lot of. That's a that's a lot of carbonium and a lot of uranium. Wow, I'm gonna have to build production facilities across half the planet for that. That's what was it? Ah. Alien laboratory. I should upgrade this thing at some point. So it improves the research speed. Now, despite the number of solid storage facilities I've got, I still don't have anywhere near enough. Storage for all the damn resources. When they max out, it'll just increase the amount of production. Wow, this place, nighttime, may knock out my power grid, but my solar panels, my wind turbines are better here. And I've got quite a few places producing natural gases. Flammable gas. Yeah, which I think is why I can't send it through the compressor. I'm just helping the production be out. You're taking... Yeah, it's not saying 497. 397. Let's try and generate a water to match it, but it's...
Uranium storage. Warning! A hostile group of creatures is heading towards our base. Prepare for an incoming attack.
Have you seen the psycho stuff I've got, dude? Ooh, that reminds me, I haven't actually gone and upgraded these towers. Oh, for in case they attack this zone. Good. I don't have all two of these yet. You'd be surprised what this whole... Amazing how Cambodia is one thing that's actually stalled, faltered. Wow, I only have little one turrets there? And that's how often this place has been attacked. That place has been attacked so infrequently that it's not even got level 2 turrets on it, it's just literally working with level 1 stuff. Picking up those corners, make them nice and thick. Okay, not sure which way they're hitting, coming at us from. Well, it's coming from 2 corners, but that's fine because this, so they don't go straight through here. That would be problematic. I better go defend. I mean, it was hit. No, even if it did, it was just whacking against this lot. Whereas this section here, I'm concerned about because it's not doing defense walls yet. I have some walls here. There's a geothermal vent there, technically. If I build up a big defense block here, I could.
Danger! An aggressive horde has entered the area. It is less than a minute away.
I'm gonna try out the level 2 mines. about to get stomped very badly. But it ain't gonna be through there.
Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
I don't have much ironium storage, okay? Not a lot of things use it. This slot needs, well, essentially relocating. Nope, they're silly. They're going straight for the death zone.
Base is under attack.
I'm gonna rip this whole thing. I don't have any carbonic material. Any other carbonium nodes I haven't tapped inside my own base. Scientist, baby. I mean, this thing's producing 2 a second, so that's where you're getting 4 from. But it cost me 7. Wow. How expensive are you to run? You're 500. You're also 500, but you're pretty much the only carbonium production I've got going at the moment. Nope, not that dealt with. Crisis over. Gas, wow. Hey, they're not getting in here? This pipe. Well, this should be producing the full gas for 2 people. Oh, I'm gonna sell this in the middle. Yeah, so now you guys are only getting your... Okay, you guys are now getting only your funnel gas from your function. I'm beginning to wonder if the... You guys... This place has got tons of funnel gas in it. You guys should be getting tons of fuel. So why is he the only one getting fuel?
Uranium storage is full.
I'm detecting a decrease in wind speed. This may affect our wind turbines.
I don't understand what's going on here. Why is he the only one that's clearly
Wind speed
turning
is at a low today.
and happy?
Wind turbines are less effective.
Why is he the only happy chappy? Well, now I've got... facilities which are storing tons of gas. Liquid resources 4,500. This should be brimming with gas. So why are these not brimming with gas? According to these, they're not. That's off.
It looks like some of these creatures' attacks are originating from a common point near our base.
See, that's not producing anywhere near as much.
Interesting. We should go and investigate that area.
Put one here, because some reason I'm gonna have this pipeline coming off from this thing here. Output 250 a second.
Wind is picking up again. Power generation is back to normal.
Okay, so they're all full of gas.
Our
48
roaming
of-
storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
I maybe should have got the thing that made me build faster. Just all like. Well, we got building speed. Huh. I'm a little confused as to why certain things are not functioning the way they should be. These should all have fuel. They should all be working. So why is only one working? And these guys function when they have fuel. So why are these guys not functioning? Do they need to be through these facilities?
Warning, a new group of hostile creatures is coming from a nearby nest.
Yeah, I'll do it in a minute. I'm beginning to wonder if I should any put them into one of these things and then it sends them out. If that's the case, have I then been silly and put these things here and they're not getting the resource? Something is... I don't get what's happening. I'm going to sell this for a second. So now he's functioning. Now I'm being silly and when I made these things. They're not actually in production.
Warning, hostile creatures are coming from a nearby nest. We should go there and clear it out.
Uranium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
See, now that one's saying it's not getting any fuel, but this one's functioning. So does that mean I need one of these gas production thingies for each one of these guys? Because I've got two of these structures here, and they're producing, should be producing a lot, so why aren't they not producing the way I thought they would produce? Also, greetings people, I'm just trying to figure out the logistics issue here, because he's producing the gas. There should be enough gas for running two structures. They're not running the structures. For some reason, this guy is the only guy getting gas. None of these guys are getting any fuel. Okay, so that's spinning for a little bit. So he's getting some fuel occasionally?
Warning! Hostile creatures are coming from a nearby nest. We should go there and clear it out.
Okay, I'm gonna tweak this. And just run. Seconds. Yes, that's now.
Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
See, now that's moving properly. That's not moving properly, so does that mean then this whole dinking time
a new technology has been developed?
New buildings are available for construction.
Warning! A new group of hostile creatures is coming from a nearby nest.
I don't get. Do I need to make these better or something? Well, hey, I'll be clever. I'll make multiple thingies, and it's like. Somehow this is not getting anywhere near enough gas production. They're producing as fast as they can, but they can't seem to keep up with the production. So if I put two of these in here, find a spot I can put it. Can that pump supply enough oop? Sludge is 100 a second coming out of it. These guys use produce 100 a second, drain 100 sludge. Production 25 gas a second. But those things require eat 25 gas a second. Eat 50 a second, so this is an experiment, see if I can make. See if I can increase the amount of production.
Warning, a new group of hostile creatures is coming from a nearby nest.
I can make these function? Great. Geothermal plants do a damn good job. I just don't have the resources to, make better versions. I don't know, increasing production or decreasing it.
Uranium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
Okay, it might just be a case of I need to put a pump. Do a pump per thingy. I don't think I'm draining enough, fast enough to warrant the extra pump station. But the thing is, it's time to put a pump in, it goes, nope, too close with no pump. And it looks like it might be a case of this pond isn't big enough for two pumps. Now, did I have a green sludge zone somewhere? Yes, there's one here.
Warning, hostile creatures are coming from a nearby nest. We should go there and clear it out.
Let's have my uranium podiums out. Oops, my bad. Yes, this one is not actually producing any carbonium. But yeah, looks like adding things on doesn't really increase the amount you're getting. I need more efficient pumps. Or production.
Research completed.
Hey, I can have level 2 of those now. Let's see. Funnel. There goes. Need palladium. Doesn't upkeep, doesn't decrease, but the amount of gas it produces on the other hand is better. Oh, excellent. The amount his production is better, so this actually now becomes completely viable. I just need to find palladium, which I have not seen at all. And I still need a more storage place for more uranium. Build additional storage. I'm building me storage. Happy. I'll go kill bugs because you know what? Who'll start annoying me now? I go kill destroy your base. On the plus side, turn biome now. You know though. See? That's another sludge pond. I wonder if they attack pipes. They don't attack pipes, I could pipe all the way over here. I'd have no facilities around here, just the pipes.
Warning! A new group of hostile creatures is coming from a nearby nest.
Warning, more hostiles inbound. More sludge. Attack wave is being annihilated. E1, them nil. Attack wave obliterated. What's the carbonium done this way? They burn really easy. Flame is very handy. I'm going to fight again.
This looks like a nest of some sort. We should clear it out and reduce the strength of hostile attacks.
There is a lot of them inside. This might be difficult.
Not really. I'm going to reduce them when they face in. Yeah, that does become really helpful a lot faster. I should put down text speed. Exploded. Still.
This should stop them from gathering in this area and improve our chances of survival. Warning! An aggressive horde is amassing near our base. Prepare to defend our base.
Oh no! Not a horde!
Every bit helps.
Yeah, rifle them out. Grab a cobalt. Because it's not producing at the moment. Which means I have to go back to the cobalt mine location and get some more cobalt. Ah, they didn't all die. Yeah, I didn't get all the guys. Okay. In this place, blinking wind power is turning out to be a more efficient production method. can't transfer energy from one base to another. The production places are getting I mean, they're trying to produce, but keep up, but they're not really keeping up. So it seems the production thing like this place that produces 50 watts a second. He wants 100 watts a second. Yeah, still producing 10.2k. That's hasn't really affected the production here whatsoever. I got it starting for 9,000. I still have to put even more in. And these are not producing fast enough for my liking. In 10 watts a second, biomass, 1 second energy.
Danger! Hostile creatures are approaching our base. Get ready for battle.
So it takes 2 of these to produce for 1 of these. And this is production. 50 watts a second. They want 10 watts a second each. So that's not doing too bad. They're producing enough to compensate for each other. They also want 1 biomass a second, and the gathering station over here. The harvesters here are not harvesting as fast as I was hoping they would. .8 a second apparently for these guys. 0.5.
Base is under attack.
0.9. So 0.8, 0.9. So they're not producing enough. And wow, that's the first time I've seen that bottle being hit.
A new technology has been developed.
New buildings are available for construction.
Ooh, lordy. Also, it's the big guys. Big rock damage. Hi. That was a wave. That was a wave and a half. Yeah, this place may need a bit of work. missile one. Because that. Those big guys were doing all the damage. I want a shockwave tower, but I can't actually make them. Oof. Yeah, that was a wave and a half. I thought they would be a bit more well defended. Turned out, not so much. They got absolutely royally battered over here. To seriously rethink my power production is not going as well as it hoped. Because it seems I'm not producing quite enough juice.
The weather's changing. Wind is slowing down.
Lovely. Well timed. These take 100 sludge a second.
Wind has stopped. This will affect wind turbine power generation.
Yeah. Rather badly too. Okay, why have they gone up to the max? Ah, because they run out of power. Lost the whole network. So nothing is producing any power right now. Actually, I might just make a giant solar panel farm. Should be fine for a bit until the wind comes back up. Storage, local storage. Production is energy is 200. We're making 1,000, but we're not. That's all from the geo vents who are producing as best they can. But we are massively overdrawn on energy, yeah. Because my power plant production did not work out. Come on. Weather event over, please. Wind is returned to normal.
The wind is coming back. Wind power is returning to normal.
That thing too. So we're actually getting some juice back now. I need better. What is your upgrade cost? Titanium. I haven't found titanium. We are needing a lot of
Uranium
stuff.
storage is full. Build more storage facilities. Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
money as I can, mate. Yeah, I may have to bite the bullet here in this fucker. Big. Go home. Cause we're going nuclear, baby. At 1,500 on its own, 1,500 on its own, I would need a lot, much bigger nuclear energy storage capacities. Or more accurately, I need to get my hands on the
Research completed.
There you go. All that I've got in production, even though I can't build it. I need that, and I can't get this until. See, that would give me two things. So a node of 1,000 is now 2,000. But for that, I need this. That's a lot of carbonium. Well, I suppose I can research it, and it won't. I don't think it matters if I actually build it. That's the thing, but yeah, I'm gonna have to start looking at production, energy production, and carbonium production in places where there's tons of energy production. But that last wave, holy hell, that was a lot of DACA going down here. Also, there's a run out of ironium. Yeah, my ironium global resource. Ironium over here though. No blah. Now thankfully, I think there's still some ironium left in the ground, so I can get 1,000 out of this. But in general, the ironium is just drying up. Most of my general resources are drying up. Thankfully, I got the synthesizer. But if I can't synthesize more than run the cost of production, won't get much. Now, what kind of missions are available? Is there anything decent with a good outpost? Outpost 1, radioactive zone is producing next to enough. Outpost 1 is producing that. Outpost 2, -1 carbonium a second. Ironium 1 a second. Okay, we might just go jump back to Outpost 2 here for a second here. It has the best energy production in the group because it produces so much solar. So it makes me wonder if it makes sense I don't want to be hanging around anyone's zone for too long. But yeah, we seriously need to do some stuff. Wait, if this is a cobalt plant. This place might be cobalt. I might be thinking the wrong place. Because this isn't looking like a desert scene. I think this is the cobalt facility. Yeah, it's a cobalt facility. We haven't been here for a while. Yeah. This cobalt ran out. Plenty of carbonium and uranium. No.
The weather has calmed down. The storm is over.
Uranium's not really an issue. Why am I exploring in build mode? Wow. No one coming down there at any speed. Okay, dark blue is cobalt. Cobalt blue. There's some nice stuff around, including geothermal vents. And this place doesn't produce any toxic sludge. Yes, sludge. I could easily do a... You know what? This place could easily handle a geothermal power plant. How am I going to build them? Wait. I only have access to pump 2. Doesn't even take power. Pump 2 produces
I'm detecting
150.
a large group of creatures heading towards our position.
Lovely, I just get in a blinking attack wave comes up. Build that. So wait, when did I get blinking pump 2? Excuse me, when was pump 2 an option? Back here it was. How long ago did I get that? I could have upgraded my pumps to pump 2. Which probably means they would produce more. They would fill the quota for the gas guys easier. Yeah, because these consumption rate is 100 a second. These will be producing 150. So almost to a stage where one pump could happily handle two production facilities, which would be the workaround for. So the 2 pumps I've got combined could produce enough gas for the pair of them. But it seems if you put more than one thing on a gas pipe, it doesn't work. Got a bolt. Eviction notice. The thing that splits explosive things will not be affected by bombs. I like the fact that some music has kicked off. Eviction time.
hostile swarm is moving in on our base. They are almost upon us.
Alright, so pump 2. I can test it actually. What's the build distance for these things? Ow, 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 ow. It'd been great if I built the face right in the corner.
Base is under attack.
I just built this, you old monkey. This is more or less an experiment, see if I can make a helmet. Ooh, ow, 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 ow. Ow. So, 1 pump. Class 2 pump. And let's see if it produces enough to handle 2 of these things. And then the other experiment will see if I can attach, what happens if I attach that pump to this network. If I upgrade those 2 to up class 2 pumps, they might be able to handle 2 gas productions.
The weather's changing. Wind is slowing down.
Oh no! That's my wind! Actually, yes or no, because that's my primary power source.
All wind has stopped. Our wind turbines are down.
Yeah, I noticed. Slightly ironic when you think about it. I guess when I think about it, that's actually slightly ironic. It's all test to see if I can make a power, how well I can make a power production system.
I've detected an unusually large creature roaming the nearby area.
Sounds like an interesting research specimen. We should go to its location and see what we can learn.
Wind currents are returning back to regular strength. Wind turbine power production is returning to nominal levels.
Okay, that's that. I can't make that because I haven't got the blinking thing for it. So, that's those 2. At the current buildability. They're not level 2 yet. And it doesn't look like they're struggling too much, but we'll go see what happens when they get the okay. Sludge buff at 600. Pump 2 does upkeep. The actual amount of sludge it full it takes has changed. Yeah, what is actual upkeep? Actually, upkeep does change, but doesn't. But these don't seem to actually run out.
Warning. Hostile creatures are coming from a nearby nest. We should go there and clear it out.
Yes, because this one does not have a gigantic battery of defensive towers out. Oh, that's that dealt with. That's not a giant nest. That's a what?
This creature is extremely hostile. It can be dangerous to our base.
Kill it before it kills us. We'll finish researching it in the lab.
Threat neutralized.
Double
I wonder
cannon
what made
power,
it so
baby.
aggressive. Maybe we can learn something important after researching it in a lab.
Double cannon. Well, you just need all the data you can get your hands on. Energy type. Flamethrower. Machine gun. And then you actually use up all the ironium already? Damn. Plenty more ore. And it's level 2, so that's actually double the stack. So 5,000 is actually 10,000. It doesn't. We don't produce that lot so much. Okay, that's looking a little better on the old energy production. Actually looking fairly good. So the class 2 pumps at the moment the energy storage is at maximum, so shut down.
It's getting cloudy. It looks like it's going to rain.
A couple of these boys. Quick option, power down.
This rain is harmless to our base, but it decreases solar panel efficiency until it stops.
There you go. Okay, so these guys can just about, don't quite have the necessary juice to keep running smoothly. So if I attach the second one over, this one onto that one. There you go. This is getting a massive sludge increase. Continuously producing, these two are continuously producing 52 gas. That's continuously getting its gas. So it looks like two things with a pair of type 2s, so two of these can function one of these, especially if they're type 2s. And they generate enough sludge coming in. Yeah, local resources. They're getting enough sludge coming in to keep these two happy, completely satisfied for all their sludge needs. Class 3 pumps, probably 200, so 200.
The rain is over. Base operations returning back to normal.
So yeah, 200. I could... Yeah, so at 200... They can keep... So I need 2 of these gas guys to produce them. If I get the level 2 versions of these, however, to a level 1 of these, one of these would have producing at 100 second, sorry, 50 second. I can run 1 each. One gas thingy to each one of these pumps. With these guys with those 2 pipe input. Good thing I'm getting cobalt from another location. You gotta protect it to make it. And quite frankly, it's a smart idea to get some defensive tower over here. Technically, there's a place good enough for biomass production as well. But then I need to make a cultivator, something that's a water purifier to drain. Technically, to generate this, actually, these things generate 150, so they're actually making 300 sludge. So they should be able to support one. No, because the water thingy production actually isn't high enough to sustain. And 2 of these only producing 50, so they only can make fuel 1. He's more or less there now, just there to take the edge off. Level 2 geothermal would be nice, but I haven't found titanium yet. But level 2 does sound very nice.
Warning! A hostile group of creatures is heading towards our base. Prepare for an incoming attack.
I think I actually dealt with an incoming attack myself last time. That's not good. I got to really learn to build faster. Pray to God these guys aren't going to come around. Daytime, please come up now so I can get the... Thankfully we stockpiled 100, we're only at 99, so it should last a time span for time until morning. I bet I can wipe out incoming attack on my own. Well, looking at the structure of this lot, it's not the easiest way to get in. So any attack on the north would have to come through here. And this can technically be sealed off, because it's very hilly. Lots and lots of plateaus. Some mud field, so that's good.
Danger! Enemy creatures are closing in. Get ready to fight.
So they'll either come round this way, which is why they hit this bit here all the time. So looks like this Ironium is actually very well secure, a very secure location. It's got cliffs behind it. There's some cobalt here, which is good.
Base is under attack.
As sonorization, I blocked a bit off, they can't even come this way. That's a sudden realization.
There is a breach in our walls.
Yes, over here.
Base is under attack.
Yep. Because I'm an idiot.
A tower has been destroyed.
Well. Oh, no wonder it's because this guy's. That's why this one did not do as well as I'd hoped. It had one of those things attacking it. Right, so, one, I've got to relocate some stuff because I'm a bit of an idiot. I've went and built defensive towers in a location where the guys don't actually attack from because they sweep around. I should have built those towers was over here. Or more accurately, given the way the travel pattern, over here. Because
The
they
wind
have...
is picking up speed. Loose objects are starting to fly.
Whee! That's fine. They can fly. They believe they can fly.
Wind speed is at an exceptional high. Wind turbine efficiency is at maximum.
Tell us. When it comes down to it, it's those big guys that do all the damage. The little ones, not so much. So I think it's less important to have flamers, but they're here anyway. should be very well defended now.
It's a little windy right now!
There you go. That's added
Wind
into
speed
the...
is returning back to typical values. Wind turbine efficiency returning to normal. A new technology has been developed.
New blueprints are available for crafting.
Yeah, he's maxed out on the mud department, so he's not producing any more mud. But it's fine because I can make mud go to water. He makes 100 mud a second. That's not draining any more mud though. Same water. More water. Same mud. Huh. Yep, using that. I want to get a cultivator. Housing station or two set up here so I can get add to the net biomass production. It's not looking very good, to be honest. Now I'm fairly confident in their defensive thing, because to get here they have to go. They can't get through here. They gotta go around. So if I can build up defenses here and here, everything in this area is completely safe. Yep. This plants. Investing in liquid assets, baby. Now that should produce enough water for him. Okay, our overnight production is not great because it's nighttime. But if I go back to the main base now, I can now have knowledge that I can... Good grief, this thing's empty. Yeah. Also, by now the nuclear power plant should be finished production. Yeah, I went to the cobalt mining outpost. See? High, low, high, high. So anyway, where we put down our roots, metallic valley. Ooh, wow. High and high. Jesus. Anyway, where we put down our roots, they get very high. Become more and more aggressive to us. See, it's all a race against the clock. maybe I should be able to build one of the things we want to build. Now I would really probably appreciate getting a better mineral production rate. Or a way to synthesize uranium. Titanium too. I really want titanium. Whee! Bonk. This is running. That's fine. Yeah, a liquid pump. I have been an idiot. These guys are not functioning fully because we've been using liquid pump 1. And I've found my recent little trip. Liquid pump 2 will produce more than enough to satisfy one of these guys. But as I've learnt, it takes 2 of those at my current tech level, ability to produce. Yeah, I can't have that yet. Liquid gas production. I need palladium. If I have palladium, I can have 2. They also don't seem to like it bother attacking pumps. My experiment was very informative. One of these will satisfy one of these, but not 2 of them. Not fully anyway. It takes 2 of these to satisfy gas production for one thing fully. He wants more water. His water needs to be met perfectly. Happily so, it's okay. Now I can make him a... He's also not doing too bad. But these guys don't produce enough flammable gas. I like the fact that their input-output doesn't change from one level to the next. Ironium, I need 10k, I need 5k. I need palladium for that. Laboratory 2. Rift magnetic stabilizer. Yeah, I can't build that yet because I haven't found the palladium I need. On the plus side, the drone thing is nearly built. I can actually make that. That one I can make. Though I do like the idea of... I don't know how they attack, what their attack style is, but it will be interesting to find out. Very few people attack here, mostly because they get squashed over here.
It's getting cloudy. It looks like it's going to rain.
Might affect her. Wow. Now I want them to go on stuff like this, because they make more sense.
It's raining. It will decrease the output from solar panels until it stops.
But wind turbines, on the other hand, go scatty. Right, so I can't build... Oh wow, he's actually run out of iridium completely over here. 2, 1. Build us a defense turret.
A new technology has been developed. New buildings are available for construction.
The attack drone tower. Ooh, you got good range. I don't know what you do, so I'm going to put you back here. Real quick. So you got range of fires 2 drones. I don't know what the drones do. But if they're just general little drones that like fly out and beat people up, that's fine. I am A-okay with that. Don't think I actually need this back here. Since half the guys who come up here hit this thing first. But yeah, we need to find palladium. I have no idea where to go to find it though. I've never encountered this stuff yet. Moving over here would be nice. So you would generate. So you wouldn't require any more mud, that's the thing. You would get the same amount in, upkeep would go in. Oh wait, no, it drops to minus 75. That's still more than enough. Considering our production would go up by 75.
The rain is over. Turns out that some things are not as different as back on Earth.
The more energy storage facilities they have, the better. Get that energy storing. I'm just trying to think
A new
well.
technology has been developed. New buildings are available for construction.
Nice. Need palladium.
Not enough palladium.
Oh, you know, it's telling you where I can find the stuff.
Research completed.
He's researching his thing. Fusion energy. Wow. Fusion power plant. Takes plasma. Produces plasma. Plasma converter. Supercharged plasma. So... what's the downside of this? I mean, it costs a ton in resources. Well, especially a lot I haven't actually found yet. But, I'm not seeing an issue in the terms of output. I'm guessing I need that to make the thingy device anyway. This, again, I want just for the sheer fact it'll boost production. And I'll need it when I get to go find titanium. But we are out of time for this one, folks. Even though you're level 2, you're still... Your water output is not quite high enough to satisfy his needs. So your input's fairly fine. 100 mud, you generate 100 mud. So you can fit 1-to-1 with this guy. I need to find either titanium or blinking palladium. ferrite. Maybe I've been stupid? Yeah, I am stupid. I am very stupid. I'm going, where's titanium? Where's this? Like, well, I go to the new locations where I can find titanium and uranium. Palladium. And then I can build my fancy new stuff. Yeesh. I'm saying going, well, blah, 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 blah. It's like, go to the blinking sites where it tells you to find the stuff. Good grief, Demonox. Use your brain. And next time when we come back, we will indeed use our brain. I might just do another stream tomorrow night, just for the fun of it. And just to put a little bit more on this, because I feel like we've both accomplished a lot, and very, very little. That's next time, so until then, I'll catch you all later. See ya!